What's going on, everybody? I'm Sam from Skateboard Academy UK, and we are here with Blind Gwent Youth Service, bringing you skateboarding lessons with Skateboard Academy UK. This is episode 1. We're going to be bringing you some live sessions too in a few weeks' time, which is going to be really fun. Hopefully you guys can follow along with the weeks, and by the time we have the live sessions, you can join in and show us all your skills. It's going to be really fun, really interesting. We've had loads of success previously with our live sessions, with our videos, with our tutoring and lessons that we normally provide. Now, I hope some of you guys have got skateboards somewhere in your houses. Maybe you've got them in your bedroom, under the stairs, in the garage, in the shed, wherever they are. I want you guys to, dust them off, get them out, make sure they're all working, make sure the wheels spin, and join us for this episode because we're going to be teaching you the basic skills you're going to need to be able to successfully stand on your skateboard, balance on your skateboard, get yourselves moving, and get yourselves stopping on a skateboard. So don't go anywhere, because this is what we're going to be learning today. Now, as I mentioned, we are here with Blind Gwent Youth Service. We're going to be bringing you a range of skateboarding lessons, covering you all the way from the basics up to being able to learn some tricks and skills that you guys can take to the skate park, you guys can do in the street, you guys can do in your community with your friends. What we always advise in our lessons is to protect yourselves, is to wear your helmets, wear your elbow pads, wear your wrist guards, and wear your knee pads to make sure that, as you're learning to skate, if you do take a little fall, you're going to be super duper protected. So keep yourself safe, because that's going to help you have actual loads of fun. And keep the whole skateboarding session really positive. Make sure to check us out, Skateboard Academy UK, on Instagram, Facebook, and all the rest of it. You know where to find us. Send us a message, show us your clips. We'd love to see what you guys have been doing and how you guys have progressed with the lessons. Enjoy today's lesson, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and keep tuned for future episodes, because it's going to just be building up, and we're going to get you guys all skilled up on the skateboard. So take care and have fun. Peace. So to start off with, we're going to cover where to put your feet on your skateboard. The best way to look at where to put your feet is to look down at the board itself. If you look down at your skateboard, you should see these bolts at the front and back of the board. These are the best guide you have to know where to put your feet. While stood still, place one foot over the bolts in a nice flat position. Bend your knees and use your arms whilst you balance to step the other foot onto the board. Crouch down, bend your knees, and keep your balance. We will refer to this as the bolts position, because the 4 screws that you see are called bolts. Here's a top-down view. You shouldn't skate with your feet facing forward or stood flat together, but keep your feet nice and wide apart, bend your knees, use your arms to balance. This means that you're less likely to fall over and better chance of having a good time when skating. Now, some skaters ride with their left foot forward. This means they look over their left shoulder, and this is the forward direction for them. Other skaters look over their right shoulder, and this means their right foot is forwards to them. This is all based on whatever's better for you. Like, some people are left-handed and some people are right-handed. You're just going to have to try it out. Try this stood still and just imagine rolling to work out which way you would prefer. If you skate with your left foot forward, your right foot is your back foot, meaning you need to place your back foot in front of your chest on the floor to learn how to push. Practice this while stood still. Step your foot off and on the board a couple of times, and know that if you want to step your foot off, you can twist your front foot by pivoting on the ball of your foot on the board. This helps you take your foot off the board. This is the same if you're right foot forward. Twist your right foot to step your left foot off. Now we can learn how to push. Place your back foot off the board in front of your chest, gently push and place it back on the bolts. As you can see, here's a top-down view. I twist my front foot, take my back foot off and put it in front of me, do a gentle push, bend my knees and keep my feet over the bolts. If you're finding this difficult, you can take lots of small steps. This is what I call hopping. Hopping pushing is the same as normal pushing, except it's just a little bit easier to balance and practice to start off with. Once you feel confident, you can try a proper push. Take one push and place your feet back on the bolts. Bend your knees and use your arms to balance. Take your time and go nice and slow. Only skate within your comfort level. Once you feel really confident, you can take some bigger pushes and go even faster. Remember, this takes lots of practice, so take your time. Now we're going to focus on stopping. The easiest way to stop is to simply run off the board. When the board is rolling, just sort of step forward and take a gentle run forwards. Slow yourself down and leave the board behind. Don't worry, just keep yourself safe. The next way of stopping is by scraping your tail. This looks a bit more cool and means you keep control of the board. Practice this when stood still. Tip your weight over the back wheels. Push your back foot into the floor and raise your front knee up. This means the tail should touch the floor, and as you can see when you're rolling, this scrapes the tail on the floor, meaning you slow down. Use your arms to balance and bend your knees. As you can see from the top down, I place my back foot on the tail, push my tail to the floor, and I can easily pop my board up to hold it. Really practice tipping up the board when you stood still. This will really help you learn how to hold your balance before you try this rolling. The final way we're going to look at stopping is by scraping our foot. Take your back foot off the board, balance on your front foot, bend your knees and put your weight a little bit over the back foot, dragging your toes on the floor. This means you slow yourself down, but it does require extra practice on your balance. So once you've worked all this out, get out there and try it all in one go. Place your feet over the bolts, twist your front foot, push with your back foot, and then see if you can practice a way of stopping. So get out there, have loads of fun, and thank you for tuning in. Follow us at Skateboard Academy UK.